Good evening and welcome to the news. This is the Christmas Eve edition, and as such, messages of unity, felicitation and hope resonates. In the course of the bulletin, we'll be in different parts of the country, reviewing activities in key sectors as the stakeholders race against time to fulfill the promises made in the outgoing year. Talking about promises, we'll give you all the details. But we seem to be experiencing some delay in the production of news scripts tonight. Wow! Santa is delivering my scripts tonight. Many thanks, Santa. All right, tonight, PMS price falls. Ipman shows Nigerians a further decrease in price of premium military spirit as Nigerians begin their travels.
This blooming partnership will never have been possible without the pragmatic leadership of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his sound judgment in readjusting the leadership of the NMDPRA and the NUPRC.
In politics, PDP crisis rumbles on after INEC fails to recognize the Turaki-led National Executive Committee, citing a court ruling. Also tonight, we will continue the special series on talking points of 2025 with our reporters chomping at the bit to give us perspectives from different parts of the country.
Indeed, 2025 is gradually drawing to a close. What a year it has been for us as a nation. On the street of Abuja tonight, I will be reflecting on some of the low moments, the high moments, and the things that shaped Nigeria in 2025.
I am Abubakar Musa in Maiduguri. Our focus tonight on News Extra shall be an analysis on the significant breakthroughs recorded during the year under review, especially the ongoing onslaught against insurgency in the Northeast as the year 2025 comes to a close.
I am Jude Abugu from Benin, and the outgoing year 2025 has been very interesting and eventful politically, infrastructurally, culturally, and security-wise here in Edo State. Watch out for this and more on News Extra this week.
Brilliant. Also tonight, we'll be tracking latest developments in the world of businesses. Benny Adams is right here. And of course, while Francisca Bile will get us up to speed on happenings at the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations. It's a loaded Christmas Eve package. I'm Ian Ray John. This is News Extra. Welcome. President Bola Tinubu has inaugurated the Strategic Conflict Resolution and Mobilization Committee of the All Progressives Congress, APC. It was at his Lagos residence this Wednesday. The 17-man committee is chaired by Governor Mai Malabuni of Yobe State and includes governors of Kwara, Imo, Benue, Ekiti, Jigawa, Cross River, Kaduna, Rivers and Delta States as members. Other members are former governors Adamu Aliero of Kebbi, Yahaya Bello of Kogi, Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Boyega Oyetola, and Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale. Moise Banire is the secretary of the committee. President Tinubu expressed belief in the capacity of the committee chairman to unite members of the party.
Yeah, to see to it that we as political leaders, we must live, accommodate, and be very tolerant. And have an experienced man as a chairman. He's seen a lot of conflict I understand the genesis of our party, APC. It will do, a very good job of bringing all of us together in one fold.
Governor Buni, who was a caretaker national chairman of the party, promises to evolve strategies to harmonize members of the party.
The committee will engage in strategic engagements and consultations to develop an all-encompassing, productive and result-oriented strategies that will stand the test of time. We shall involve a system that gives everyone, and especially aggrieved parties, a sense of belonging and inclusion with a renewed hope. Similarly, the committee will consider proactive measures, solutions to potential threats in our conflict resolution approach.
And away from politics, President Bola Tinubu has directed the redesign of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway to pass through Ogoni land in Rivers State. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, disclosed this while briefing Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara on the progress of federal road networks in the state. Robinson Deratiede has the details.
State is one of the states with the largest federal road networks under construction. Minister of Works Dave Umahi, while briefing the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara in Government House, Port Harcourt, noted that the redesigning of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway to pass through Ogoni land is aimed at complementing the Bodo-Boni Road, which will be dual-likes to the East-West Road.
Mr. President directed that the coastal Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway should be redesigned to pass through Ogoni land. We will be engaging with you as early as third week of January next year by God's special grace, and so that together we can agree on the route, and then the construction will also start next year.
Governor Fubara recalled his smooth trip to Bonny Island and his trip to Bayelsa State through the East-West Road, and reaffirmed his commitment to supporting more presidential interventions in infrastructure.
From Eleme Junction till we went to got to Bonny, it was a good ride. Yeah, some section of the other road is still under construction, but a good portion of the road is completed.
The minister was in Rivers State as part of the federal government delegation on peace-building process in Ogoni land. In Port Harcourt, Robinson Deratiede, NTA News.
And away from Port Harcourt now, information and communication technology now rules the world. It is in the light of this that the 31st of December 2025 is the deadline for ministries and extra-ministerial departments to go paperless. In this special report, Haman Jabani takes a look at how this policy will affect government services across the country.
For decades, paper files defined government businesses, stock documents, long approval chains, missing records, and delayed service delivery. With the paperless transition, that era is steadily giving way to digitally driven system. Under the new framework, official correspondence, memos, approvals, record keeping, and workflow processes are now conducted through secure digital platforms across federal ministries and extra-ministerial departments. This transition represents a fundamental transformation, translating to faster decision-making, real-time tracking of files, improved institutional memory, and reduced human interference in administrative processes.
Citizens can now actually not only engage with us digitally, but they can track their requests, and they can follow us to know when to expect a service, and they can make complaints that will be attended to.
For service providers, the transition brings clarity and predictability as processes such as procurement, documentation, approvals, and payments are becoming more transparent, time-bound, and traceable.
Cybersecurity, data security is not just about Galaxy or other data centers. It has a lot of components. We have cybersecurity engineers that are coming up with new tools every day as new threats are coming up to ensure that the space itself is secured.
Ministries have welcomed the digitization drive, describing it as long overdue.
From the initiation, the finalization of a process, it is done online. And you can be anywhere around the world and be doing your job.
Old files are being uploaded into the system so that if you have a mail and you need to respond to it, you have to attach a file number and upload the old file onto it, and that's it.
One unique thing about this particular approach of Digital One Government Cloud is that it's a whole framework. It comes in with capacity building arrangement.
We have automated our services. Yes, we are operating on paperless.
The paperless transition is not about going digital, it's about building public service that will work better for governance, partnership, and the Nigerian people. Hammond Jabani, NTA News.
Many thanks, Hammond, for the update. And heading to the courtroom now, the former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, SAN, has been dragged before the Federal High Court, Abuja, for an alleged fraud of over 1.1 billion naira. Abubakar Malami, SAN, his son, Abubakar Abdulaziz Malami, and one Bashir Asabe are facing 16 counts charge bordering on alleged financial crime. The federal government in the charge sheet is accusing the three defendants of laundering, concealing and disguising the proceeds of unlawful activities through a complex network of companies, bank accounts and high-value property acquisitions spanning several years. The prosecution claims that between July 2022 and June 2025, the defendants allegedly procured Metropolitan Auto Tech Limited to conceal alleged unlawful origin and movement of the funds. The case is yet to be allocated to a judicial officer. Now looking at other news, the World Health Organization has appointed the Director General of the Natural Medicine Development Agency, NNMDA, Professor Martin Semeje, as co-chair of its newly established Strategic and Technical Advisory Group on Traditional, Complementary and Integrative Medicine. The appointment reflects WHO's commitment to inclusive, balanced and scientifically rigorous leadership in advancing traditional, complementary and integrative medicine worldwide. As Director General of NNMDA, Professor Meje has played a pivotal role in promoting research, development, regulation and commercialization of natural medicines in Nigeria, as his selection highlights Nigeria's growing contribution to global health governance and innovation in traditional medicine. The Strategic and Technical Advisory Group will provide expert guidance to the WHO on policy frameworks, research priorities and best practices to ensure the safe, effective and quality integration of traditional medicine into national health systems. WHO's Assistant Director General for Health System, Access and Data, Dr. Yukiko Nakatani, says it is a pivotal moment for traditional medicine as it embodies cultural heritage, national health identities, and vital component of policy healthcare strategies. Now, as the year 2025 enters its final week, our correspondent Jonathan Omajali takes his pick of the lasting memories from the outgoing year. Over to you, Jonathan.
Indeed, 2025 has been a defining year, one marked by triumph and renewed hope. It's a Christmas Eve, and like many Nigerians, I'm excited, and so I would like to dwell on the triumph. Firstly, the safe return of the adopted school children and their teachers is something to be excited about. Just like the government mentioned, it was indeed a moment of triumph and relief for every Nigerian. I'm also excited about the positives recorded in the oil and gas sector. At the beginning of this year, I was a little worried about the price of PMS, but the current price is something that gives me joy, and of course, I'm sure it gives every Nigerian joy. Looking forward to 2026. The upgrade of several primary healthcare centers across the nation is also one of the high points of 2025. Not just for me, but for many health seekers. And going forward to 2026, there is renewed hope. Of course, just like the president said, there are plans to invest in critical sectors such as security, education, health, and infrastructure. And so I'm sure that 2026 is going to be better, and is going to be a year that will consolidate on the gains and the things that we've been able to achieve this year.
Many thanks, Jonathan, for staying with the positives and talking about the price of petrol. That's a big relief to many Nigerians. Many thanks once again. And stay with our talking points from Benin. Jude Abugu says events in the heartbeat of the nation centers on politics, security, and the traditional institution. Jude, let's have the lowdown.
The people of Edo State commenced the year on a very high note as the state government kickstarted activities for the year with the construction of the first flyover inside the Benin town, talking about Ramat Park flyover that will ease traffic congestion along Benin Agbo Road and Benin Auchi Road. A similar flyover is also being constructed around Adesuwa Junction axis of Benin Sapele Road. On the political side, the people of the state successfully voted in a by-election to fill the vacant seat left by the state governor and his deputy at the National Assembly when they became the state governor and deputy governor. Also, in area of security, which we may be considering as one of the defining moments of 2025, the people of the state are pleased with the sustained onslaught against cultism, kidnapping, and other criminal activities in the state, which has made it possible for the people of Edo State to sleep with their two eyes closed. Looking at the ambience around this popular ring road, one we agree that it resonates with the current mantra in the state, which is Edo is shining. Now, let's talk with an analyst who is standing here with me. Looking at all that had happened in Edo State in this 2025, do you think that this state is on the right track?
I think there's much to be done, but however, we are on the right track, and that's the good news about it. And I feel in the area of security, the governor has been very unambiguous about what his message, and not just his message, his body language also, and actions are. And that is good. And we have also seen some physical infrastructural development, and that is very, very good. And we are glad too that in the area of education, that attention is being paid to colleges like College of Education, School of Nursing Sciences, and some other tertiary institutions.
You can see that the people of Edo State are celebrating the season with hope and enthusiasm, since it is also time for the annual Igwe Festival, where Benin people come to pay homage to the revered monarch, Oba Ewai II, who then offers prayers to ward off evil and proclaim blessings for the coming year.
Many thanks, Jude. Beautiful to see Benin City wearing a new look this season. Indeed, the heartbeat is beating. All right, it's still News Extra. Now, glad to have you back. As Christians mark this year's Christmas, President Tinubu sends a message of grace, hope, peace, and goodwill. He notes that the season is to reflect on the significance of Jesus Christ's birth and his message of salvation as the Prince of Peace, wishing all Christians in Nigeria and around the world a Merry Christmas. As president of individuals of different religious beliefs, he reiterates commitment to doing everything within his power to enshrine religious freedom in Nigeria and to protect all people of different faiths from violence. The president honors those who, following the example of Jesus, work tirelessly to promote peace, harmony and tolerance and care for the vulnerable and less privileged in the society. He reassures Nigerians of unyielding commitment to safeguarding the security, unity and stability of our nation, restating the right of everyone to live, worship and pursue their aspirations in safety and dignity. No one, regardless of ethnicity or belief, should be made to suffer for professing and practicing his faith. He also noted that he engaged prominent leaders from the two major faiths in the country, particularly amid concerns about religious intolerance and insecurity, and promised to build on these conversations to strengthen collaboration between government and religious institutions, prevent conflict, and promote peaceful coexistence. Similarly, the federal government has felicitated with Christian faithful at Christmas, a season of love steeped in sacrifice and hope. These values, they say, remind us to care for one another, remain united, and keep faith in the country, even in challenging times. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, in a statement says patience and resilience of Nigerians will not be taken for granted by the government, and neither will the sweat and toil of Nigerians go in vain. The federal government under President Bola Tinubu, he maintained, remains focused on building a safer, stronger and more prosperous Nigeria for all. As the nation celebrates, he called on Nigerians to remember those facing difficulties and pray for families affected by the acts of terror and have a special place in their hearts. Also, security personnel who continue to defend our lives, property and homeland from all forms of threats. He urges Nigerians to use this season to promote peace, kindness and unity in our homes and communities. In the same light, the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has congratulated Nigerians, particularly Christians, on the occasion of Christmas celebration, urging them to promote peace, love and unity. In his Christmas message, Akpabio emphasized the importance of spreading love, kindness and generosity at Yuletide. He also encourages Nigerians to remember those in need and offer a helping hand. The Senate President noted that Jesus Christ exemplified peace, love and generosity, and his birthday should be an occasion for joy and merriment. Akpabio also highlighted the need for Nigerians to remain hopeful and steadfast in the face of challenges, praying for the country's peace, unity and progress. He expressed optimism that Nigeria was heading in the right direction under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and urged Nigerians to continue to support the government for better days ahead. And still in the spirit of Christmas, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, has reminded Nigerians to demonstrate love, kindness, compassion, and other values that unite as they celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ during this Yuletide season. She made a call in her Christmas message entitled Hope Beyond the Season, urging Nigerians to count their blessings and extend a helping hand to those who need it most. While thanking God for his faithfulness, the First Lady prayed for peace in the country, as well as for the safety of Christians, Muslims, and those of other faith. She wishes all Nigerians a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, with a prayer that 2026 ushers in greater unity, renewed hope, and prosperity for all. Similarly, Katsina State Governor Malam Diko Umaru Rada has extended warm felicitations to Christians in the state and across Nigeria as they celebrate Christmas and prepare to enter the new year. Governor Rada urged Christians to reflect on the teachings of Jesus Christ, particularly his messages of love, sacrifice, peace, and compassion towards humanity. He stressed that unity among Nigerians, regardless of religious or ethnic differences, remains a critical part to building a safer, more prosperous Katsina State and Nigeria. Governor Rada called for sustained collaboration between Christians, Muslims, and people of other faiths in the state, noting that religious tolerance and mutual respect are essential ingredients for development and progress. He assured Christians in Katsina State of his administration's commitment to protecting their rights, ensuring their safety, and creating an enabling environment where all citizens can practice their faith without fear or hindrance. Now, in their expression of gratitude over the continued support of food items they're receiving from Nigeria's First Lady, hundreds of Muslims in Abuja are again happy after receiving 25 kg of rice each. The latest donations of 300 bags of rice accommodated beneficiaries from outside the Abuja National Mosque workers. Abdullahi Ajiya has the latest distribution of items.
Food remains a priority and a necessity in the life of humans. And for the less privileged, satisfying this need comes with its own struggle. However, the series of food donations from Nigeria's First Lady to Abuja Muslims and residents is regarded as a unique and uncommon gesture.
From the Office of Her Excellency through the Office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, to the needy, as you are seeing the distribution going on, various recipients are here to collect. The difference between the first and the second set of disbursement is that this one is concentrated to people, the needy that are outside the territory of the mosque.
These 300 bags of 25 kg rice add to recent donations from the first family being managed by the Abuja National Mosque Distribution Committee.
The recipients are not only Muslims. There is no discrimination on who collects what. Once you are a needy and you present yourself as such, you are given. Even in this hall, you have a lot of non-Muslims who have come. They are not Muslims and they are still given and respected as well.
On behalf of we Christians, seriously, we really appreciate what you did to us. We cannot thank you enough. May God bless the hands that provided.
I see many people that are talking about all this kind of thing. She's trying. May Allah give her the strength to continue doing all this kind of effort for the humanity.
Both managers and beneficiaries heap praises on the First Lady for being a mother that cares for all. In Abuja, Abdullahi Ajiya, NTA News.
Away from the FCT now, Christmas preparation is winding down, but the markets are still experiencing surge in patronage, especially for food items and other edibles. The popular livestock market in Anambra State is up and alive, with visitors from all parts of the state buying their choice protein. Ngozi Okekero brought back a situation report from all angles.
The mood in town is one of excitement and anticipation. Shoppers are out in full force, snatching deals and stocking up for the festive essentials, including proteins. Here at the Amansi Cattle Market, buyers and sellers are in full force making trades. One exciting thing to note here is that prices of these cattle are fairly affordable compared to last year, according to buyers and even sellers who reported that their supply increased, and the only challenge they have is having enough space to display their cows for potential buyers to make their choices. So they are also making a case for more space for the sales.
Goats and rams sell from 150,000 naira to 400,000 naira, depending on their sizes, as they are negotiable.
This year we thank God, as cow no they cost like last year. Everybody they buy cow. Last year, big cow we they sell 2.6. This year we they sell 2.2, 2.3. The second one we they sell 1.8. The third one we they sell 1.4.
I have many customers, they are buying my cow. Some I will sell it 900, 800. So I get the biggest one, they are 1 million.
The market is okay, but the only problem is there's no space. You know, there's no space to especially the cows everywhere. This year is more better than last year. Yeah, people are buying cows this year. When you go to everywhere in the state, people are buying cows.
Here to buy meat for the Christmas celebration, and it's a good thing. Meat reduce this period. It's not that expensive like before. Thank God, everything is going well in the market. And I want to wish everybody here, including NTA, a happy Christmas to everybody.
Apart from that, demand for chicken also is on the increase as people shop differently for their choices to satisfy their taste bud.
Christmas celebration in the South is characterized by mass return of the people, usually witness so much activities and traditional events by families, groups and individuals, which informs the high demand for these livestock for merriments.
As people embark on the last-minute shopping, authorities advise that they stay safe to have a happy holidays. In Oka, Ngozi Okekaro, NTA News.
Well, thanks, Ngozi. By the way, which did you buy, after visiting that market? I hope you let me know after the news, of course. Now, it's just few hours to Christmas, and most cities are experiencing lots of activities, including influx of people from urban to rural areas. From the crowded motor parks to surging transport fares, the rush to make it home and to find sports for holidays is overwhelming. Daniel Y takes it from here.
This morning, the scene is one of organized chaos. Thousands of travelers are braving the morning chill, luggage in hand, hoping to secure seats to their home states.
But for many, the season of giving is feeling more like a season of spending. Transport fares have seen a sharp hike, in some cases doubling since last week. Commuters are complaining of Shylock prices, while the drivers point to high cost of fuel and maintenance.
I paid 5,000 naira because of the maybe festive period, but initially the price was like 2,500.
So it's not easy. I feel that the passengers are not finding it easy at all. This shows that we are into the season and they want to make their money. That is just the truth.
Because of Ugwonyama now, normally there is only one lane there. There is no way you can drive freely. So we have to follow four corners. That is the next alternative route to Enugu. That's why we made little increase.
The problem we have today is that there's go-slow everywhere. And the vehicles, we have limited vehicles to convey people to their destination. So because of that, what you are seeing in the park today now, they only increase a small fees that will help them to, if they drop passengers, they will come back to pick other people.
Popular amusement parks and gardens are already seeing a surge. Vendors are out in full force and security have been beefed up to ensure a hitch-free celebration. It is a mix of fatigue and festive spirit as the countdown to the big day hits the final stretch. In Oka, Daniel Okbai, NTA News.
Amazing. I'm sure you want to say. Now, still in the Christmas mood, as demand for petroleum products increases with the Yuletide season, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, is assuring Nigerians that its partnership with Dangote Refinery will lead to further decrease in the pump price of petroleum products across Nigeria. IPMAN President Abubakar Shatima also applauded President Bola Tinubu's continuous reforms in the oil and gas sector, which he noted is repositioning the downstream and directly impacting Nigerians. Lydia Sampson has all the details.
Dangote Refinery will supply petrol directly to registered IPMAN members. This, he noted, aligns with the federal government's vision of a competitive market that ensures availability and affordability.
This blooming partnership will never have been possible without the pragmatic leadership of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his sound judgment in readjusting the leadership of the NMDPRA and the NUPRC.
With IPMAN's wide petrol supply chain across the downstream sector, there will be no supply gap or scarcity of petrol supply to Nigerians. IPMAN acknowledged the viability of the oil and gas policies being initiated by the federal government and pledges enhanced cooperation across all levels of governance in the oil and gas sector. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
All right, now looking at other stories, what if you couldn't travel home for Christmas and your village came to you? Well, that's the experience many residents and visitors are enjoying in New York. this festive season as the Christmas village brings together culture, tradition and faith in one lively space. The village offers Christians and holiday makers a place to relax, reconnect and celebrate the season, especially for families staying back in the city. The village in the city has become a home away from home and a melting pot of togetherness this Christmas. Evelyn Bado-Ekpo takes us into this amazing setting.
The Yuletide and the Christmas village has once again come alive in Uyo with interesting activities drawing residents out of their homes in search of relaxation, fun and shared moments with loved ones.
When I was in the primary school and secondary, they taught me that culture is a way of life of a particular people. So if these two governors can make the people to redefine their culture, to enjoy their culture under the aegis of the Christmas block, I think they're worth our clap.
And it's a time to wind down, after a hectic day. And beside that social outing, this brings in a lot of revenue to the state.
An initiative of the state government, the village, aside its festive attraction, provides space for people to unwind after a long year, reconnect with family and friends, and soak in this joy that defines the Christmas season.
Advise anybody wherever you are to come to Akwa Ibom so that you see the rich culture that we have. We are products of culture, and culture is us. So if you are not part of this one, please fly down now.
The entire of this street is adorned with things that attract people. Even if you don't know what is happening, you want to stop by to see what is happening.
From the steady rhythm of traditional drums to live band performances, Christmas carols and rich aroma of local delicacies, the village offers an experience that appeals to both the young and the old. A period that coincides with traditional festivals in many communities, blending culture, celebration and togetherness in one setting. Beyond leisure, the Christmas village also provides economic relief.
Long we opened because we said preparations late, and so far so good. We are enjoying this place. Patronage is fine, and we hope God for more and more patronage.
Actually, my second time of coming here. The first time I came here, by the special grace of God, I was one of the contestants for the pepper soup contest, and to the glory of God, I won the contest, and I was given a huge sum of 250,000, and that also helped to scale my business.
Many describe the Uyo Christmas village as the heartbeat of Christmas relaxation in the state, a place where laughter is shared, stories are told, and the season feels alive. So if by chance you find yourself in Uyo this season, be sure to take a trip to the Christmas village, a welcoming space that brings the spirit of Christmas closer to home.
Well, thanks, Evelyn, for the update. I'm sure those heading to Uyo now know where to have fun. I'm super excited tonight. So let's head to Lagos. And you know what? Trust Lagosians. They are already stepping out in style, with many planning for Christmas attires to last-minute beauty fixes. The city is buzzing with preparations. You know now, a call for show. So since dressing up for Christmas is a tradition that stands out every year, Higino John Adams captures shopping moments and clothing choices of some residents. Let's take a look.
Across Lagos, residents are shopping to look good for Christmas. From clothes and shoes to accessories and eyelash fixing, the rush is on. Many put in extra effort to appear elegant and confident on the day. Buki Shotola is a beautician. For her, the season has brought smiles as customer traffic has increased in the days.
People is rushing, but after Christmas, period of New Year, sales will come down.
For many Lagosians, wearing new clothes for Christmas is more than fashion. It is a culture that makes them feel good and adds meaning to the celebration.
I came here about to do shopping for my children, the Christmas clothes. I used to do it every year. We cannot work from January to December, then we will buy clothes for our children, then they will be happy. Then when you even buy them the clothes, they will be happy. They say, Mommy, thank you. Everybody will be shouting, they will be enjoying themselves.
If you have money, it's important. If you don't have money, just stay your own.
While some tailors say patronage has increased greatly during this festive period, others say business remains just like any other day.
The market is 10 over 10. The market is moving. Now, we the CEO, we don't have time for the shopping for now because we are busy. So next year we'll have time for ourselves, but for now we are busy for the Christmas. So we need to make our clients happy before us.
People do not come out to solar as before, but we thank God for the one we see now.
Despite rising costs and tight schedules, Lagosians are determined to look their best. For them, Christmas is not just about clothes, but the joy, confidence, and togetherness that come with the season.
Many thanks, Ingenoa. Here, if you want to have a dirty December, Lagos is the destination. Now, let's focus our attention on tailors. For them, the Yuletide is peak season. Needles moving non-stop. But while many tailors are smiling to the bank, their customers are not always sharing the same joy. Why is that? Well, let's hear Daniel Daniels, who takes a closer look at the situation. Annie.
Christmas is in the air. Yes, Christmas brings along with it lots of love, fun and joy. Oh, did I forget to mention new wares? Sure, they're in high demand. For instance, Yanya Market in Abuja, the crowd tells the story. People shopping for fairly used clothes to celebrate the season.
If you come to Okrika, you cut according to your size. Package yourself with Okrika.
People will say, where do you get this kind of good cloth? Where do you get this kind of good cloth from? The damn boutique, and we love it.
Some respondents decried the attitude of some tailors who are good at disappointing customers, pushing them to ready-made wares. So I decided to see things for myself. Mercy and other tailors are really busy from all indications, as piles of fabrics wait their turn.
We'll collect it maybe midnight, we'll do more work, but sleep will come. That is what causes that disappointment.
I started this work for like 2 weeks now, so I will not meet up with this kind of work. The wahala inside the work is too much.
If you want a faster work, you have to pay more money, emergency. But you can't help it, you must disappoint people.
While demand remains high, the question lingers. Are they taking on more than they can handle?
Well, like me, I can collect clothes a week to Christmas because I'm always here doing nights 2/7, 24 hours. So I do go to my house, maybe like 1 hour, I'll sleep like 1 hour, 2 hours. In fact, customers don't even allow me to sleep.
That's why anyone who I collect, I'll give them maybe what you do from me. All the money when I used to collect, I'll just share it for them and because just for me to take them as customer after the season, I'll be working with them.
All these customers, some of them know they hear. When you don't tell them, say, we have work, they will not hear. They will say, will they play?
Some can leave their own for New Year period time. They will collect their own that time.
So I ask, must new clothes define the celebration?
Looking at the children and the period we are in, the celebration we are in, even if the thing is not at your reach, you can get one with them for them to enjoy with. It's not that it's a must.
It's very important because when I was growing up, my parents ensured that we all have new dresses.
You see, I absolutely agree that Christmas is a season of love, but we also need to understand the true reason for the season.
In Abuja, Annie Daniels, NTA News.
Many thanks, Annie. Tailors will stain your white and damage your steez. Now let's look at all the news. In the spirit of the season, the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egboetoku, has once again demonstrated that policing goes beyond enforcement to compassion and service to humanity. As part of activities marking the Yuletide, the IGP's team embarked on a humanitarian outreach to orphanage homes across the Federal Capital Territory, bringing hope, warmth and festive cheer to vulnerable children. That report would come in the course of this bulletin. Now time to pull. Many thanks for staying with us. It's now time to talk business, and Benny's here. Benny, what's the preparation for Christmas like?
Well, thank you, Yeri. I'm talking business in Christmas. Now the federal government has called on civil society organizations, that is CSOs, to ensure accountability and public trust towards deepening ongoing reforms in the pension industry. This was at the 2025 PENCOM Civil Society Conference in Abuja with the theme Civil Society as a Catalyst in the Pension Revolution 2.0. Director General of PENCOM says civil society is a critical partner in expanding pension coverage and safeguarding the integrity of the contributory pension scheme, adding that the reform agenda was deliberately designed to deliver measurable impact, rebuild confidence in the pension system, and ensure retirement security for Nigerians across all sectors of the economy. Now looking at the World Bank has approved a $500 million financing package to support small businesses in Nigeria through fostering inclusive finance for MSMEs in Nigeria. That is FinClude project. The project designed to address challenges faced by micro, small and medium enterprises and accessing formal finance will be implemented by the Development Bank of Nigeria and will focus on providing affordable longer-term finance and tailored solutions to segments with greatest development impact, including women-led enterprises and agri-businesses. It will also provide technical assistance to modernize loan appraisal and build capacity for MSMEs and participating financial institutions. The World Bank explained that the FinClude project is expected to mobilize approximately 1.89 billion naira in private capital, expand debt financing to 250,000 MSMEs, and issue up to $800 million in guarantees to catalyze lending. The project is expected to also have a significant impact on job creation and economic growth in Nigeria, particularly in the agriculture sector. And looking at the market just before Christmas, the equities market closed Christmas Eve bullish, extending previous gains as investors gained 118 billion naira, with the benchmark all share index up 0.12% to close at 153,539.83 basis points. Market sentiment was broadly positive, with 35 gainers led by Guinness against 22 decliners, led by Legendary Internet. Investors' wealth increased 228.38 billion naira, with market capitalization closing at 97.89 trillion naira. For South Africa, the South Africa top 40 companies are appreciated by 0.46%, while the Tunisia Tune Index is in red, down by 0.11%. That is it on business. It's Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Benny. I hope you will take a day off tomorrow, by the way. Sure. Not always business all the time. Now, there's a fire outbreak in Lagos, and our correspondent Joel Pupola is right there in Marina, Lagos, where the incident is currently happening. Joel, what's the situation report, and what can you tell us at this time?
Last 2 hours or thereabout, this inferno that you are seeing here, 25-story building, Grace Nigeria Insurance House, has been engulfed by fire, and several attempts have been made to put out the fire. The emergency responders have been trying their best, but so far the situation has not been brought under control. And here right now, the people are agitated, they are animated. Many of them are struggling to get their wares out of this vicinity, and the situation has been terrifying. You can see the fire. Despite the effort of the emergency responder, it is not enough to put out the fire, and the trepidation of traders and business owners is visible. A lot of them are having the apprehension that they are praying and hoping that the fire will not get to adjoining buildings. The whole situation is getting tense and even getting violent. A lot of them are trying to move their wares out of the site of the fire, trying to salvage what is left of their business. For now, some traders have completely lost control. Some of them have completely lost their businesses, their means of livelihood. And the people here are really getting agitated about this situation. They are hoping that perhaps a miracle will occur
on this Christmas Eve to put out this fire. But for now, the entire building has been engulfed by fire, and emergency responders are trying to do their best to prevent escalation, to prevent spread to adjoining buildings. That is the situation here for now. For now, we cannot record, we cannot tell you about any casualty because the cause of the fire, which started on the 5th floor, has not been ascertained as at now.
Many thanks, Joel. Very terrible situation, looking at the pictures. But is fire service on ground? Are other agencies that should deal with situations like this available at the moment? Oh. Joel, if you can hear me now, I can't see firefighters. Are they on ground at the moment? And then other agencies that should deal with such situations, I mean, you say it's becoming violent and all that. Are they available, to deal with this?
Getting agitated. The police are not here. I can't see them here now. But the traders and some street urchins are really getting agitated. And if the police are not here, if security operatives are not here, I'm afraid the situation may degenerate into violence. It may get out of control. So we are hoping the police and other security agencies and even more emergency responders will come and salvage this situation.
All right, many thanks, Joel. I guess we'll leave it at that for now. But please stay safe and, just keep us updated with happenings at that particular location at this time. Thank you, Joel. What a sad report on Christmas Eve. Now, looking at all the stories, in the face of evolving societal challenges, nurturing a culture of unity and inclusivity has become a pressing necessity in Lagos, regarded as the commercial nerve of Nigeria and home to a diverse population with varied backgrounds and perspectives. Adejoke Odeka is set to tell us why protecting and harnessing these diversity to create a harmonious and thriving community requires deliberate and collective effort.
Lagos, a melting pot of cultures where tradition meets modernity and diversity thrives. From the rhythmic beats of carnivals to the mouth-watering flavors of Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba cuisines, Lagos is a city that embodies the spirit of unity in diversity. Its vibrant streets, bustling markets, and resilient people make it a true representation of Nigeria's rich cultural heritage. Does the city still embody its cultural richness, or has rapid growth and urbanization taken its toll?
In Lagos, there's nothing like tribalism. You can say an Hausa man related with a Yoruba man, an Igbo man related with an Hausa man. There's no tribalism in Lagos, so it's kind of peaceful for everybody to stay.
Amidst growing insecurity and concerns about community safety, it is crucial to prioritize unity and rebuild trust among neighbors.
To actually educate the Nigerian people and to revisit the Nigerian curriculum, especially from primary school. Honestly, when I was in primary school, I didn't think of anybody as Yoruba, think of anybody as Igbo, think of anybody as Hausa.
Lagos is welcoming. Lagos is home to everybody. Lagos is a place where you come, you strive, for your economic liberation, and you achieve it.
By assuming the role of being catalysts for unity, residents of the state can cultivate a culture of mutual respect and understanding, thereby bridging existing gaps and promoting inclusivity. In Lagos, Adejoke Odeka, NTA News.
And from Lagos, we head to Kano, where the government has announced plans to construct a 3.1 billion litre capacity earth dam and irrigation infrastructure in the Danshoshia forest as part of strategies for boosting security and improving the livelihoods of pastoralists and farmers in the area. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf disclosed this in a message to a stakeholder engagement ahead of the commencement of work on the project held in Kiru, the host community. Abdullahi Mustafa has the details.
The total landmass of about 4,312 hectares, the Danshoshia forest stands as the largest grazing reserve in Kano State. In response to the prevailing security and economic challenges, Kano State Government initiated a special program that aims to ensure effective utilization of the vast forest land. Under the initiative, dozens of pastoralist families have already been resettled in the area to improve their livelihoods, boost milk production, and prevent criminal elements from using the forest as a hideout.
Whoever gives you a place to settle down deserves your respect, let alone the governor himself.
Additionally, 1,299 hectares of land have been cleared for dry season farming within the forest, while plans are underway to construct an earth dam with a storage capacity of 3.1 billion liters to support year-round agricultural activities. To ensure successful implementation of the project, relevant stakeholders including farmers' associations, pastoralists, and community leaders were brought together for a briefing and to solicit their cooperation.
And also construction of 10.5 kilometer road and 3.5 access road to this facility.
While appreciating the governor for initiating what they described as a life-changing project, community leaders assured the government of their full support, pledging to take ownership of the project upon completion. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
Now, glad to have you back. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, Senator George Akume, has inaugurated 75 electric motorcycles for the Federal Road Safety Corps, describing the initiative as a strategic boost to the agency's operational capacity and national security. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation says it's a significant milestone in strengthening the FRSC's ability to safeguard lives and property across the country.
This initiative is therefore fully in line with Mr. President's directive to secure the country using a multi-energy agency, intelligence-driven and technology-supported approach. Security is a collective responsibility and no single agency can achieve it in isolation. Although FRSC was primarily established to ensure road safety, the Corps has evolved into a vital component of Nigeria's internal security architecture.
These bikes will be immediately deployed for traffic control along critical corridors, strategic intervention patrols, traffic enforcement operation, as well as escort and special duty assignment, particularly in areas where conventional patrol vehicles face operational limitations.
Each motorcycle is powered by advanced lithium-ion battery technology, offering a range of 150 to 160 kilometers per charge, with an operational speed of up to 100 kilometers per hour. Now time to pause again. Please remain tuned.
It's that time of the year again when we pause to say thank you for your trust, for your loyalty, and for staying with us every step of the way. Through the highs and the lows, the moments that mattered, the stories that shaped our nation. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, from compelling documentaries to quality entertainment, from public service information to stories that unite us as a nation. You made us your choice. We sincerely appreciate you. Our viewers, our partners, and our valued customers, thank you for your unwavering patronage throughout the year. And as we step into the new year, we are inspired to serve you better with greater dedication to professionalism, improved content, and stronger public service. NTA, trusted, authentic, reliable source of news, entertainment, and public service information. NTA, you can't beat the reach.
Africa, a land of passion, pride, and power. Across this vast continent, the game runs deep. In every back alley, beach, and pitch, a billion hearts beat to one rhythm. The Africa Cup of Nations. We remember the kings of Cairo, when Zambia shocked the world, when Nigeria soared, the dreamers of Yaoundé, when Senegal stood tall. Last time, the elephants rose. From the thunder of Casablanca to the lights of Marrakesh, the stage is set in Morocco. This is where the past meets the present, where new stories begin. 24 nations, one trophy, but no script.
Oh, what a strike!
The drums return. The ground shakes. The continent rises. This is AFCON 2025.
32 matches, every Super Eagles game, all live.
This is ours.
Afros.
All right, welcome back. Let's now rejoin Joel Popola, who is at the situation, at the place where there's a fire outbreak at this time. Very saddening report. Joel, can you tell us anything new at this time?
For now, Yenre, the situation is getting worse rather than see an improvement. The fire keeps raging, and some part of the building have been crashing down, and this has led residents and traders here to start scampering for safety. A lot of them are getting animated, trying to salvage what is left of their businesses, what is left of their goods. But for now, the situation has not improved at all, and the security situation also has not improved. The people are tensed. That trepidation is there. They are looking at a situation where the fire can escalate to other adjoining buildings. And I can tell you from what I'm seeing here, that is almost inevitable. We are hoping that the emergency responders will be up to it.
This is heartbreaking, I must say. But I can't see firefighters anywhere. Are they on ground? Are they trying to ensure that the fire is put out somehow?
Ground, but the personnel deployed here and the facilities deployed here is inadequate compared to the magnitude of the fire that we are witnessing here. Like I said, some parts of the building have been crashing down, and this is further escalating the inferno.
All right, Joel, can you speak with, any of the people there at this time about what could probably cause this magnitude, of the fire outbreak we're seeing at this time, and then, what do you think about the situation? Is that possible? Joel, if you can hear me, if you can't reach anyone at this time, but have you spoken with anyone? You said it started about 2 hours ago. That's a long time, for them to give us a situation, a sense of what, has transpired in the last 2 hours.
I spoke with some eyewitnesses, although I cannot confirm the authenticity of their information, but some of them told me that it started from the 5th floor as a result of a solar inverter. Another version is that it was caused by a lift. So many different angles to the cause of the fire, but we cannot really confirm the actual cause for now.
All right, Joel, Joel, is it possible that looting is taking place at this time? Is it possible that, miscreants have taken advantage of the situation to loot, items from the building or, surrounding buildings?
And that is what I cannot confirm that is happening, but that is what is likely to happen because around here there is the security operatives are not in any way represented around me here and at the scene of the incident.
Agencies are on ground at this time. Besides those who occupy the building, those who live around, what other agencies or personnel are on ground? Is it fire service? Is it NEMA? Can you see anything? besides the people that are moving around and moving with items?
That the LASEMA, that is the Lagos State emergency responders, they are also here. But what they are saying here is more than what they bargained for. And that is the situation. They are trying to mobilize more personnel and resources to put out the fire.
All right. Not a good one, honestly, and being Christmas Eve. Many thanks, Joel, for the updates. Like I said earlier, please stay safe and keep your eyes on the situation and let us know if you hear something new. All right, that's our correspondent, Joel Pupola, at Skyscraper in Marina, Lagos, where there's a fire outbreak at this time. All right, let's now have sports news. Francisca, hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Welcome to Sports Updates. Now, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have resumed training after the 2-1 victory in the opening campaign against the Tafia Stars of Tanzania in the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. Coach Eric Chal admitted that the team needs improvement and has immediately drafted his squad for recovery and tactical training ahead of the next Group C fixtures against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia on Saturday. Tunisia had defeated Uganda 3-1 to top Group C, and the Super Eagles are expected not to leave anything to chance.
It's a big game against Tunisia because this is a big team. So we have to improve about a lot of things defensively. And of course, we have to put more movement when we don't have the ball and when we have the ball. So we can.
Meanwhile, first round of matches in the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations have been concluded with 4 thrilling matches. In the afternoon kickoff, Burkina Faso left it late with 2 quick goals in added time to break the heart of 10-man Equatorial Guinea, who could not protect their 85th minute lead and eventually succumbed to the intense pressure for the Burkinabes. In another Group E encounter, Riyad Mahrez scored twice as Algeria recorded a comfortable 3-0 victory over 10-man Sudan. Elsewhere in Group F, defending champions Cote d'Ivoire secured the hard-fought 1-0 victory in their opening match against Mozambique. And the victory was sealed in 49th minute through Manchester United's winger Amad Diallo. In the last match of the night, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon are currently leading Gabon by 1-0 through a 6th-minute strike from Eta Eyong. That's your spot. It's back to you, Henry.
Many thanks, Francisca. Now, President Bola Tinubu sends his condolences to the family of Chief Arthur Christopher Mbanefo, Nigeria's former permanent representative to the United Nations and former pro-chancellor of the University of Lagos, Obafemi Awolowo University and Ahmadu Bello University. He died at 95 years. President Tinubu mourns the accounting icon, who was also a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, describing him as one of the finest stalks of Nigeria's elder statesmen, set apart by integrity, hard work, and patriotism. The president encourages all who are mourning to find solace in the legacy of the late elder statesman, who will live eternally through his good work, and prays for the repose of his soul. Now time to have a quick peep at the weather outlook for tomorrow, Christmas Day.
Hello, compliments of the season, and you're welcome to the Christmas Day weather forecast. The northern states are expected to experience a sunny and hazy atmosphere throughout the day. However, with influx of moisture into the country, the north-central states are expected to experience cloud buildup, and this could result in slim chances of thunderstorms in the high ground areas. This includes parts of Kwara, Kogi, the Federal Capital Territory, and Benue states. So residents in this area are advised to stay alert. To the southern region of the country, partly cloudy to cloudy skies are expected during the morning hours. But later during the day, there are pockets of thunderstorms in the coastal region of the country, as well as parts of Ogun, Ondo, and Edo states. Temperatures remain quite high, as values reaching 37 to 38 degrees Celsius are expected, particularly in the northeastern states as well as the Federal Capital Territory. So we advise please stay hydrated and limit exposure to the heat. That's the forecast. I am Theodora Itum. Have a very Merry Christmas.
Many thanks, Theodora, for the weather updates. And of course, that's our package, a news extra on Christmas Eve. Many thanks for being a part of it. See you on the last day